Yes.
Tervetuloa. Näyttää, että homma toimii. Tervetuloa kaikille. Welcome everybody.
But everything seems to be working now, so should we continue? Begin, yes. Actually.
Yeah, begin. Yeah. I think we could wait a little while before we start listening to the whole album, so if there are any people coming, then they'll hear the whole thing with us.
But the stream will be posted afterwards, so you can watch it after this, but still. At least it should be on the Facebook page, but still. Yes. So anyway, cheers.
Cheers. We are celebrating the release of From Wounded Soil, and we're gonna listen to the whole thing and talk about it a bit. Talk about how we made it, how was the release, and COVID and everything, everything around the album. So, yeah.
This is very free, so there's no script, and we're gonna just comment and talk about things that come to mind, and we'll listen to the album song by song, so there won't be a continuous stream of music of the whole album, but song by song, and then we'll talk a bit, and you can also comment what you think about the songs and ask any questions anytime. So let's make this an interactive stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we should have had a script of some sort.
Might have been a good idea, but
apologies in advance.
Yes.
So it seems we have 9 viewers.
Oh, no.
Viewers at the moment, so
nice. Welcome everybody.
Welcome.
Yeah.
But nobody seems to be saying anything about everything not working, so
yeah,
we'll just roll with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we could start the album like 10 past 8. So let's talk about the beginning of the process. As some of you may know, this has been quite a long journey.
Yeah.
The songs have been made, like the last songs were made in 2018, I think, and on the same summer I played and made demos of the songs, and then we thought about recording the drums, and we thought about it whole year. So the drums were recorded in 2019.
Yeah.
And an interesting thing about this is the songs are almost exactly the same as the original demos. Only there are some more layers of lyrics, vocals, and these kind of things, but the main thing is the same. It has been the same since the composing process.
Yeah, I think that's pretty rare that you compose the songs and they are almost exactly the same when they are released, so it's pretty interesting. That tells you that they were good already in the demoing process, I think.
Yeah, it was quite easy to go to the studio when we were recording the drums. So I had everything planned before I even started playing the first song. We at the rehearsing space. It was really easy to start playing the songs together when everything is already composed beforehand, even on the drums. So. But I have my own things in there, but the basis is that which Jaakko composed to the songs. So it was it was in that way it was a really easy process to start learning the songs, and it helped in the studio too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the beginning, and what kind of thoughts did you all have, like when we started making this album?
I was in Switzerland when I heard the demos for the first time, and I just thought it's been a long time since we made new music, so I was really excited. Now it's 2022. It's been a long time, but yeah, I've been waiting for this for a long time, and I really like them. I think it was more like a old trauma-filled feeling in the songs.
Yeah.
It's really different from Changing Tides. I like it.
Yeah, and actually, was it the first song that we played from it was the last song of the record, I think. So when we first started rehearsing that, it was good from the start, and I was like, if this is the first song, then the whole album should be even better than that. But I still think it's one of my favorite songs, the last song in the album still. But it was a good premonition of things to come when we started rehearsing. So didn't you compose those songs in a rather short period? The rest of the songs.
I'm not really sure. I think it was like under a year for each song, but I think something like that.
Yeah.
The last lyrics were made like in the same summer. I demoed those songs, but like in a year-long period.
Yeah.
So it was an era of new songs, and I haven't composed any songs after that. So maybe now a new era can begin when
Traumatic process.
yeah, this is finally it's over. Like this album.
By the way, hello Katja. You found your way to the street.
Oh.
Yeah, for me this was an interesting concept since I was studying and I graduated in 2019, and for me I thought that I would move out of Jyväskylä like after I graduated, so this could have been the last Traumafield album, and since I'm from Lappeenranta I thought about moving back there, so these lyrics of the album, there's a theme there. You can feel like going somewhere, going back home, thoughts like this. But now when it seems that I'm not moving to Lappeenranta, at least yet, there's a new kind of meaning of home, like what does it mean and things like that. But time passes and you can see the songs in a different concept.
I think the name of the album was almost Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the suggestions for the album.
Yeah. Actually, I think it was the first one, but we still ended up with Wounded Soul.
I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a better title. By the way, we forgot one thing. Ville couldn't be here because he's homesick, because the times are as they are. So it's maybe better this way, but hopefully he's watching this.
Hey, Pavi.
Yeah. I think we're ready to begin.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the first song, I'm gonna say this one more thing. Home is the title of the first official Traumafield song from the year, I think 2004, 2005, something like that. And this intro of this album is a reprise to that. So the melody and the lyrics are straight from the song Home. And the original can also be found from the depths of the internet if you search for it.
Are we listening to Wounded Soil after this, or like right away, or no?
Yeah, we could. The first song, the intro, and the first song, Wounded Soil, second song, Wounded Soil, they are connected, so we'll listen to them.
Yeah.
Both.
I'll try to start them somewhat seamlessly.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'll mute our mic.
Oh, golden fields, you're still the same as you were on those fine days. The memory is buried far too deep. I'm going home.
Avataan mikrofonin taas. Yes.
Yeah, that's quite a start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a great start for a record. If you count the intro out, it's really a powerful song with lots of different parts and stuff like that. So it's and plus I enjoy it all around. It's fun to play. Even the blast beat parts that were really difficult for me in the studio, but still, it took a couple of takes.
Yeah,
Still.
but the result is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love the contrast in this song as well. Like there's huge parts, there's really fast parts, and then there's really chill like atmosphere, and that's something I really enjoy, the contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a new new viewer. Hi,
Yes.
Patrick.
Welcome.
Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so this song, Wounded Soil, is about one's roots. Drumfield's Roots, Wounded Soil was the name of our first record. And it's a nod to the past in that sense. And these lyrics were written in Italy, in a train station. I don't remember where the inspiration came from, but I made this nature and man like
Connection.
I don't remember the word. Connection is a good word. Yeah. So roots, trees have roots, people have roots, but the deep the meaning is the same, but the thing is different. I'm gonna say thing a lot because I don't remember any words. But yeah, I don't remember where I was going with this, but roots are important, and you can come from anywhere, any kinds of roots, but you still can move on, and you can kind of decide what kind of baggage you take with you and how does it affect your life. That's the general idea. And musically, there's a heavy parts and easier parts and lots of contrast. Like Antero here said, I like especially when there's this clean part where it's about drinking whiskey in a comfy chair by the fire, as we're almost doing right now. Only the fire is missing, but let's see
Sorry about that.
how this evening's gonna go. Maybe we'll have some fire as well. But yeah, and then there's like straight after this blast beat, hard part, but still the synth melody is the same as in the easier part. So I'm pretty proud of that as a composer.
Yeah, that, I like it in that way that the different parts don't feel like they're separate from each other. It's still a whole complete song. So it's not just different riffs coupled to get together and putting them out. They're the whole thing is thought of in a way. So because in many bigger bands than us, they at least you can hear it in some Metallica albums, for example, the newer ones, where there's a riff and there's another riff that they don't mix together that well. So we don't have that problem. So fuck you, Metallica.
Yeah. I don't like when the part kind of ends, and then another part comes from another part of the world. Like there's nothing connecting them, so it doesn't feel like the same song. It just feels that another idea stops and another begins, and yeah, let's put them together, and there we have a song.
Yeah.
My take on this song is actually I like this song a lot because it has a lot of different parts, and I was experimenting with different bass playing techniques at the time. We were recording this album, and I was like rejecting playing with the plectrum, so I was trying all kinds of thumb playing stuff with this, and it was really fun, except the gent part especially was really challenging to do without a plectrum and with like enough aggressiveness.
Yeah, I remember your playing style. It was like picking and using fingers at the same time.
Yeah, it
it's
was
really cool.
like
Yeah.
double thumping and plucking and doing all kind of crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
I think you can see it in the studio documentary
Yeah,
that you have on
yeah,
YouTube.
actually,
So.
yeah.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Go check
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah.
Not now, but
Yeah, for the bass geeks out there.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
no, I had some synth arpeggios in this one in the end. Like
Yeah.
there's whole lot of going on in the end in the blast beats. There's synth lead, synth arpeggio, strings, choir. There's everything. So I don't know. You can listen to this song multiple times and find something new, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blast beats and synths do work together.
Yeah.
At least sometimes. I think we pulled it off.
Yeah. I believe someone has said that more is more. And again, it is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Yuri.
Yeah. Juri.
Hello.
One more thing. This is like from the whole album. There's the most difficult part for me to play is when there's this gent type riff. I must play that, and at the same time I growl vocals in a different rhythm, so that makes your brain hurt. But it goes kind of well, but I must practice it a bit more.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and also the slow parts. I don't even remember what I played in the recording, but I promise I usually just improvise a lot of different things in there, because it's always nice to have because there's the slow vocal melodies, and then there's like answers to it from the guitar, and then the bass is doing something between those two while comping.
Yeah, I like to have like in different parts of the songs, different instruments have like different spaces. So I like when there's a lighter part that there is space for the bass. That's right. That's nice one.
Oh god.
Yeah, there must be space for the bass. That's my aphorism and slogan for tonight. Yeah. Shall we move on?
I think
Yeah, the next up is Golden Fields, and we are running out of battery for this wireless touchpad.
Moment,
Okay.
please.
Yes.
Keep talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next song is called Golden Fields. As a composer, I can say a few words before we start listening to it. So this is, I think, the first drum-filled song which there is a longer part that goes to 7.
Vähän sitten, kun
So you music nerds out there know that most songs go to 3 or to 4, but this goes to 7. It's not very unusual, like in the larger spectrum of music, so progressive and that kind of styles use it a lot. But for me, this is like the first song to use the 7 rhythm more. And the name Golden Fields is also a callback to that same song Home, which begins Golden Fields, still the same. So this is the same kind of nostalgia trip. I feel that like the story and the idea of Golden Fields Home, this song is like the same thoughts but thought again like 10 years later, over 10 years later, almost 15 years later. So like how do I feel about that same thing now? Yeah.
Also, fun fact, 3 plus 4 equals 7, so 7 is kind of both 3 and 4. Let's go listen. Yes.
Golden
Yes, se oli sellainen se.
Damn, that's an awesome song. By the way, hi Jere. Good to see you.
Yeah, there are more and more people are coming slowly but surely.
Yeah.
But yeah, how do you feel about that song? Let's start from Mikael again.
Yeah, this was a challenging song for me personally because of the tom parts in the beginning. They were a bit tricky, but we actually got them really well going in the rehearsal stage of the writing process. So it wasn't, but it felt really hard first. But when I got it going, I thought that it was one of the most awesome things I've ever done on drums. So and it was challenging to play, but after you got the flow going, it's actually not that difficult. But at the same time, there's lots going on in here also. The tempo, mikä ne tempon vaihos vaan tuo.
Signature change.
Signature change and stuff like that were a bit tricky for me because I don't know these things that well. But I've had good learning experiences while doing this album, so no biggie there. But it's actually I like all the songs on the album, but this is one of my favorites still. There's lots going on, challenging to play, good melodies. It's a perfect song.
Yeah, these are all really good. I really like this. Yeah, we got comments on the drum sounds. Yeah.
It was a slow process, but we got it to the finish line, and the drums sound awesome on this album. Thanks to Tuomas Kokko for the mixing. Everything went well on that regard, and but the drum sounds don't take away from the entirety of the song on any of the songs on the album. So that they sound great, but they do what they're supposed to. They support the song and the feeling of it. So yeah, I like them too.
Yeah. Also, this was another one of those songs that basically Jaakko wrote almost perfectly. I don't remember having. I didn't change basically anything in the bass line that Jaakko made in the first case, and it's kind of strange, like the bass does what it's supposed to be doing, and it just sounds awesome in there, especially the line in the beginning where it's basically just looping those 3 notes, and it's just awesome. Also, like, going to 7 is always better.
Yeah. 7 is more than 4.
Yeah.
And that's a fact. You can check it. Yeah, that's 3 notes loop. It's funny in that way. Of course, for me there is a lot of things happening in the first parts of the song. Lyrically, I sing, there are different melodies, but all the time, then, it's like, how long do you think it is? Like almost 3 minutes.
Yeah, like 3 minutes,
something like that.
Of that same.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's a bit challenging to get it sounding like it's not monotonous at all.
And it's actually recorded in one take. Like, it's not copy pasted. It's actually recorded.
And I think we like videotaped it as well. Yeah.
And also the vocals are great, and the supporting vocals especially. There's a lot happening on that front instead of the guitar and bass part. So there are a lot of changes, but It
Yeah.
just
And
doesn't
a
work
great
like
guitar solo also. in the
Yeah,
finish.
2 great guitar solos.
Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, there is a long guitar solo in the first part, which is Ville played that. Of course, he's a magician with that instrument, and I often compose solos, but here I gave him free hands, so he could do whatever he pleased, and I think it's awesome how he can start from something and then make it bigger and bigger and bigger, and all this while playing in 7. So it's soloing is a bit harder also when you go to 7 in opposed to 3 or 4. And I like my own solo as well in the later part of the song. It's not the easiest solo ever, but I think I handled it pretty well.
I agree to everything you've said. Also, like Atte said, the vocals are really nice. Like, this was the first album that we all actually sang on, so it's crazy to hear yourself sing on an album, because I have never heard myself sing in an album, and now we all sang there, so it's really great. It sounds so different compared to just one man doing all the job, so it's much more rich, full sound, and more epic, of course, because more is more.
Yeah.
Like you said, so it's really nice. And like also in this song, I didn't change almost anything compared to the demos that you made. I just add something. Like usually it goes like that. I add something small, like the high pianos on the verse, and otherwise it's just almost untouchable compared to the demo.
Yeah.
So very, very nice.
Yeah, I like when I compose that I make it clear, like in each part, which instrument is the important one, like which has the main thing, the theme, the lead, and other instruments then I make a bit simple, so each player, master of their own instrument, can like do their own thing, like how to make that background playing sound as interesting as possible, and how it can add to the whole thing. But I think it's important that it goes like in turns, so that every instrument cannot try to be the solo in every part, because then you have no like that red ribbon main thing. Mikähän se olisi englanniksi? Punainen lanka.
Yeah.
That thin red line or something like that.
Yeah. Well, in any case,
okay.
Finnish viewers understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot going on. And one thing I like to add here, the vocal parts in the beginning are so low that I had to record them early in the morning, so I could do them like well enough, because when you have sang a couple songs, when you go really high, then you can't really, it's harder to go low after that. So there was a strategy in the vocal recordings.
All the live gigs that we're gonna have them in the morning.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I
that's
think.
it.
But luckily, in the live stage, I can also go an octave higher, so it's not as hard. But it's a bad habit of me to make songs that I cannot sing or play.
Nice practice.
But that's a practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, moving on.
Yeah.
Next,
up we
yeah.
have the Skyharbour.
Music video, actually.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
We have 2 music videos on this album, and this is one of them. And this is not like a traditional music video in that sense that we all filmed this with our phones, and it's more like a positive vibe, do-it-yourself feeling. And we filmed this at our rehearsal place, and I edited it. So yeah, this is not like a pro
this is
production.
basically
but,
us fooling around with cameras.
pretty
but
much.
it's nice.
Place.
It's fun.
Well,
Yeah.
was it summer last year or spring? I don't remember.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember.
At the
Spring.
worst part of last year's COVID situation. So.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see
check it
if
out.
we can put it on. Here it goes.
In the horizon, there's a
back.
dropping frames anymore, so now we're
Yes.
back.
We are
Yay!
back. Yes.
But yeah. Hopefully it came through okay, but we're not sure what happened. Right, but still.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Well, show must go on. So anyway, that was we've gotten a lot of feedback from that video that it's made people happy, which is really weird, playing in a heavy metal band. So that you bring joy to people's lives by making this sort of videos, then that's fucking awesome in my opinion. But the song itself is a quite happy also in my opinion, and I think it translates well while you're listening to it. So it's a good thing that people have liked it. It's a really good song, and haven't really been playing that fast double bass drums in a while. So it took a moment to get things going in there also, but practice makes you average at least. but still, I've listened to this is one of the songs that I play to. If anybody asks what kind of music do you play, I usually link this video and this song to them.
Yeah.
I think it's really different to 5 years. When you think about
Mm-hmm.
the music videos, like 5 years is super dark, like melancholy, heavy,
Yeah.
and then the other single Skyharbour is like really positive and summer vibes, and like I don't know, it's crazy how many different kind of styles we have, and I really like it.
Yeah, it's also this video is like awesome, and at this point it's like huge nostalgia when you watch it, and all those funny moments and things from the time of making the album and all the fooling around.
Yeah.
That
And Ville without the beard.
yeah.
That's really odd for me at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, this song is definitely on the lighter side, but I think that it's nice to break like that definition of metal and heavy music that it must be so dark and
Yeah.
everybody must suffer while listening to it.
Which is all well and good. But still.
But it's nice to like get these different feelings across using the same methods. There is a fast double bass drum and things like that, but it's still so light and hopeful, and I like those sorts of feelings as well.
Yeah, but it's actually funny. Many of my friends have said that the double bass drum thing comes as a surprise. That nobody expects the double bass drums on this song. It's like a Spanish Inquisition, but still.
yeah, because if you would take that C part out, so I think the C part is like the best part of the song, as in it wouldn't be so good by itself, but when there's this other thing, and then you change the key, and there comes like this whole different part. It's in minor, whereas the other parts are in major, and it changes, and it brings something new to the song, and I like that. It would be pretty simple, like almost a pop song, without the C part, but I don't like it too simple, so there must be also a twist.
I think the C part and the part that comes after it are like the perfect combo when it changes the key again, and then there are these background vocals and the hard hitting last chorus. Like that's the best. Like
Yeah. the
Also, the background vocals are like nah, nah, nah.
This is the first drama field song with a na 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 kind of a background vocals.
Learned from Nylon Beat.
Learned from Nylon Beat.
And thank you, Beatles.
yeah. And we actually recorded that with one mic, so it's not like everyone went to the studio vocal booth and sang separately. We all recorded the vocals at one, like
it was
not
almost
one
like
take,
a choir.
like a choir.
Yeah.
With one mic. So that's really cool. Something that we haven't done before.
Yeah, I think we were looking for some of that famous mullikuoro thing going on, and I think it worked out well. In this song and in other songs too.
Yeah, it sounds like a choir and not the same vocalist doing tracks over and over again.
Yeah.
Also, the C part, lead vocal melody is the hardest thing I've ever sang. It's pretty hard. And again, I make stuff that's too hard for myself. But maybe that drives me forward, and I'm pretty happy with the results.
Yeah, I remember you cursing a lot about that part of the song while we were rehearsing it. That your vocals are dying because of it, or something like that. Yeah, you can't always hit that and so on, but
yeah,
it is difficult.
It goes high and then it comes back, but it's also high. I mean, you who sing, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm not going further into that, but it's hard, but it's pretty good. Yeah.
What do you think about 5 years is next? So what do you think about, should we actually listen to the song with the video? Does it break the stream? Should we try at least?
Well, let's try.
Let's try. I'm not sure if it's about the videos or is it a connection.
Yes.
Like if the internet of the house dives, then you can drop frames. I don't think that.
I have no idea, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Let's try.
Let's try.
Yeah, 5 years.
All I can do
Have to say thank you for still being here. It's really nice that we have viewers, even though we have some technical problems. But yeah, about the video.
Yeah, about the video. So we thought that it would be a good thing to have a music video, but we didn't have, of course, thousands of euros to put to it. So some arrangements had to be made. So this whole thing has been done in our previous rehearsal space. There was this storage room which was full of stuff, and we thought that if we carry the stuff out and put our instruments in, then we can make this video there. And I made this script for this simple yet complex story of these two main characters. And Sauli, our friend who shot and edited this video,
As well as High Tide.
as well as High Tide
Yeah.
from the previous album. We
Shout
talked
outs
about
to Sauli.
yeah.
Thank
We
you.
talked about if it's possible, and we thought that it might be. So we had one day when we emptied the storage room, we carried all the stuff out there. Then we put some black curtains over the walls, put lights and our instruments there, and shot the band parts. And then we had this couple of friends who made this, who were the characters. They played the characters. The female one was my friend from school who had done acting before, but I believe the main character, the guy, has never acted. What do you think?
Yeah, no.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So it
Did
was
good job.
his first time, and he did a good job.
Yeah.
And I had to direct a bit, so to get the emotions like out there. But I think we played together kind of well, and I'm happy with the results. It's always a risk to have a actor who is not like very experienced to do these like big negative emotions, because if they are not done like with enough power, it ends up being comical. But I don't think this is like that. You can see what the emotion really is, and it doesn't seem like he is acting. He's doing the thing, and I think that works pretty well.
Yeah.
So it was a long day, but thinking our budget and the time we spent on this, it's really good. It was kind of too small space to do this, according to Sauli, but we still did it, and
Yeah.
it turned out pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen bigger budget music videos that look worse than what we did. So
I think it's interesting, like an interesting video. Like there's something to look at, other than just playing, and you know, it's
Yeah.
unique.
There's a story, and I like the fact that we have two different kinds of music videos from this album. Maybe we'll do one more, maybe not. I don't know yet.
What do you think?
We could do it, but like here's a story-driven music video, and the other is like a feeling-driven music video. So it's fun and easy, and in that as well, the feeling comes across. Like you can see that we are having fun, and it's nice.
but yeah.
Hello, Consta. Welcome.
And we had a question in the chat actually. If you had to choose a featuring artist or on a song, which one would it be and why? Did you? I'm actually thinking. Did you mean which song to feature it in, or which artist featuring artist?
Probably the artist.
Probably the artist. Yeah. But I would love to hear Mikko Kotamäki in some of our upcoming songs. So Mikko, if you're watching, let us know. And I know you have a busy schedule, but still.
Yeah. So he's the vocalist of Swallow the Sun.
Yeah. That would be quite an awesome thing. I really like his growling and the clean vocals too, but the growling is awesome.
How
What about you?
I don't really know. Like visibility-wise, it would be pretty awesome to have some like huge name female vocalist or something doing some part of the vocals, just because it would have us get more listeners, maybe. But
Anneke von Krigsbergen,
Like in every other band.
like in any other band, but she's awesome, so why not?
yeah, but I don't know. I really like what we are doing right now, and like maybe some additional female vocals in some future project, but I don't have any names to throw.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I thought also that maybe if it would be an artist, it would be a vocalist. Maybe now when I think about it, it would be cool to have like a cello or something in a song, but vocalist maybe would be the easiest. And there are so many, but maybe a female vocalist would be kind of cool. The first thing that popped into mind was Noora Louhimo from Battle Beast. It would be pretty awesome.
Yes.
Some Finnish vocalist maybe. Tommy Joutsen would be cool.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Something like that. Tommy would be cool because his growling technique is pretty similar to mine. So we could like do this massive growl duet. It would be great.
Yeah.
Or then like from another genre, like Anssi Kela or something like that. Something completely different.
Anssi is a metal guy also. He likes Anthrax and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And you also know it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I think it should be something really different. At least I think, because we can do so many things by ourselves and asking friends and stuff like that. Like, you know, a lot of singers and players, and you know. So yeah, I just told you like Club for 5 or something like really different, or Netta Skog, the guy who plays the
guy.
Why keep saying
Excuse
that?
us.
Yeah.
I mean, Netta plays
Accordion.
Yes, and yeah, like orchestra, choir, something really different. Or Konsta, the answer that you probably want to hear is Down to Fall, but let's see. But yeah, something different.
Yeah. Thanks for the question.
Yeah, great question.
These are nice to think
keep them,
about.
keep them coming if you have any.
Yeah.
But
So-
back to 5 years.
Yeah. So guys, what do you think about 5 years?
I thought when I heard this, I thought it's so metal. In the end, it's so fucking metal. So
Doomish.
I was like, yeah, this is something I've been actually missing a bit, like this kind of song, and I thought that this would be an awesome single because it has a lot of atmosphere, it has a lot of energy, and I think that's kind of like the combo that we have. That's unique for us in a way. So it sounds like Trauma Field, Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's great.
Yeah, for me this is like the first part of the song is like the most trauma-filled part of the whole album. So when I started making this, I first came up with that guitar riff by which the song begins with, and it felt like there's nothing new here, but it sounds good. Maybe I'll make a song out of it, and maybe I'll add something new to it later, and then the like the part in the middle, which is more, there are more jazzy chords there. That is the new thing. Maybe the kind of problem for me as a composer is that I really don't want to do the things I have done before. So
It gets boring.
yeah, it gets boring for me. I could do many songs that are like the songs from Harvest, for example. I know that stuff, but it gives nothing to me. I need to be able to identify the new songs, that this is a new song, this is not the same old song done all over again. There's
Harvest
something new
Part
here.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great album, but still.
Yeah, it's good, but I don't want to do it again.
Yeah.
So here the first part is like very traditional trauma feel, but then there's this another part which gives something new to the soup.
Yeah.
Well said.
I also like that this is like seriously dark and like gloomy vibe to it, especially in contrast to Skyharbour, which is just before this on the album. So there's like it's a world of difference between the two songs, and in the end these kinds of like hard, just riffing like really hard, I think it's something that doesn't really happen too often and so much as in the 5 Years song. So
Yeah, Jaakko has always said that he's not one of those composers that do songs around riffs, right?
Yeah.
So I'm actually a bit surprised that we have so many fucking awesome riffs on this album. Like Wounded Soil, and then 5 Years. It's great to have those also.
Yeah, it's a nice change from the like more melody line focused songs, when there's more just like oomph to it.
Yeah.
Hello, Paco.
Hi Paco. It's awesome to have someone here who is not from Finland. And we don't speak in English in vain. So hi and welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
Nice to hear from you.
But the thing for me in that particular song is I really like the piano part with the Cradle of Filth-ish atmosphere. Was it the C part or what? I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. So something like that, and the part right after that, when it goes back to the slower part where things stop for a while. It really makes it sounds so big to me that those two parts make the song for me. That's when I get to play those big chords in the middle part, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Fun fact: when after the C part, it comes back to the like the same part we have heard before. It's in a different key, so the vocals are higher. So it's like
it's a
it changes.
It's a sneaky modulation.
You might not have noticed that, but your brain did. So there's something more.
Actually, I've never thought of that. Actually,
Yeah. you can feel it when you're singing the background vocals. Then it goes up like it's crazy high.
Yeah, true. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But yeah, little things like that, a composer can trick your brain, and my old teacher used to say that a composer can pull the listener, like, how can I say this? The listener is an animal who has a leash, and the composer can pull it by doing these little things. Like these modulations that a composer might notice, but there's something more. It goes higher. It's more than the other part.
Yes.
Yeah, more is more.
More is more.
More is more.
More is more. I really like the haunting choir in the
Yeah.
background. Like, I could just listen to that alone, but there's a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, that the sound sounded so good in the demos. I asked you what sound is that? So I bought it. I bought it and use it again. Like, use the same sound because it was so good. It's different from like classic choirs. It's more like a haunting vibe to it, and yeah, I really liked.
Yeah, I used when I did the demos a cheap plugin, synth plugin for the computer, but there are some gems there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheap doesn't mean bad.
Yeah.
Really great stuff for free and for cheap. Yeah. Should we continue?
Yeah, let's go.
Next up is
The technical difficulties that take their time.
Yeah, we have to check this if there is the similar problem with this. But the next song is called Esi-isille. This is in Finnish. It means for the forefathers, and this is a not so gentle. It's a bow to a band called Moon Sorrow and their album called Verisäkeet, which is a very big album for me, and this is a tribute to them.
yeah. Let's see if it works.
Esi-isille,
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. So that's actually my favorite song on the album. So because I'm a really big Moon Sorrow nerd, so that it was nice to get to play something which bows to that. It's not really a you know a complete rip-off of Moon Sorrow in my opinion, but there's much from it. So that's the biggest reason for which because why I like it that much. But it's a really great song. It's too bad it's not longer. It should have been like 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, only 9 minutes and 30 seconds or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. I think singing in Finnish, like one song in Finnish, is something special to our fans abroad also. Like some people, like in South America and wherever, they actually really
Mexico.
like Mexico. Yeah, they really like the Finnish vibe. Like, and this is unique in that sense also.
Yeah. Thanks, Mario, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. This song is basically it sounds Finnish.
Yeah.
It has like the Finnish folk metal blasted all over it.
Yeah.
And it's like it brings you out to like treading in a snowstorm somewhere dark in the night and
Exactly.
trying to find a campfire for staying alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, we live in a forest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like all Finnish people.
Yeah. Yeah, Finnish metal bands are always in the forest.
Yeah.
This song has more, like from any other Traumafield song, it has symphonic elements, like more than any other. And it has brass, I don't know how do you say it, but like brass and strings and choir and everything. There's also a flute in there and all kinds of stuff that you really don't pay attention to much, but you can really feel it, and it makes it more epic, I think.
More is more, bigger is bigger.
Yes, more is more.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a composer, I have a few things to say about this. So, first of all, the opening riff, which becomes like in the first part of the song, it's probably one of the oldest riffs I have composed, but it was buried in the depths of my computer a long time, and then I don't remember how and why, but I felt that okay, now I have a feeling that I could make a song out of this. And then I started composing, and then I felt that, okay, here comes a folk metal song. This is not for Traumafield, this is just a folk metal song, and I'm gonna just do it without thinking that this must be a Traumafield song. So I made the whole song basically like in a couple of hours. So, okay, this is a good riff, okay, this can come after that. And then some other old riff I put in the middle of there, so I could get rid of those old compositions, and I wrote the lyrics in Finnish because I didn't think that it would be a Traumafield song. But afterwards, when we thought about making this album and it became clearer and clearer about what this theme of this album is going to be, then I had an idea that it's in Finnish, but the theme is very, very, very fitting to this album, so we decided to put it in. And it's because roots and home and things like that are important on this album, so here it's about how we and our ancestors are kind of in the same positions, under the same stars, thinking about the same problems in life in a way or another, but we're only divided by time, so they might have been here a couple hundred years earlier, but like being a human and living your life with other people, the problems and things to think and problems to solve are always kind of the same. So that's the general idea of this song. And it sounds like Moon Sorrow, and I'm very proud of that.
But not too much.
Yeah, not too much. There is... It becomes from me. It's the melody and the feelings that are from me. It wasn't. I was like trying to make as Moon Sorrow sounding song as possible. I just wanted to make a good, clean, folkish melodies that represent how I feel about the world and how I see the Finnish nature in the snowstorm when looking for shelter.
Yeah, almost dying in the snowstorm.
Yeah, almost dying. That's the most important part.
Yeah, well, Moon Sorrow did it best with their song Huuto, but this is still, I think, akin to that, this one.
Yeah, so the next song, Aftermath, is kind of like the ballad of the album, but not quite, because anything can't be so simple for me. So there always must be some kind of twist to it. So I like things that start from mellow and small, and then you can add things to it, and in the end you can have something big and go with the flow. I don't know where I'm going with this, so just
Yeah, let's
play the song.
As the sun rises from the east and sets to the west, another day has gone by. It's time to think what has been said and what has been done. Out of your grasp the moments fly. Cannot be taken back. The damage cannot be undone. The bridges that you burned, impossible to reconstruct. The good old days are forever gone. It all seemed so promising. The world was open for you. You had the company you always had hoped for, and all everything disappear.
All right.
Second to last.
Yeah, I think this song has the greatest guitar solo that Ville has ever made, in our songs at least. It always gets me pumped up.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is.
That guitar solo is that I had the couple of the first bars that I wanted to go like this. I said that you must play it like this, but after that you can do whatever you want, and that's what he did, and I think it works well.
Yeah, sounds really nice. And like I said, the last chorus, the background vocals, the vibe is just so awesome. Like every time this song ends, I feel like I want to listen to it more, you know, because it's huge. It has all the right positive, but a bit. It's not like 100% positive, you know.
Yeah, it's like a bit mellow.
Yeah, a bit mellow, like really nice
Yeah.
vibes. And in the vocals, there's a nice little trick that in the first half, at least, there's only one lead vocal track, but in the end, there's two on top of each other, and it sounds like bigger and fuller.
Yeah, this song is like interesting because it never stops growing until it stops. It's like it starts out really mellow and small and easy piano and such, and then at the end it's like going full blast, like in a positive way, and it just keeps on going.
Yep.
Yeah, this song is mostly about the piano riff, the piano chord progression that is present right from the beginning. So it's kind of piano based song. Many of our songs are guitar based, but this is piano based. And lyrically, there are layers to these lyrics. So you must really think that. Who do you think is the
Protagonist.
yeah, who is speaking?
Yeah.
Like I feel that the protagonist is the dude or girl or a guy who you speak to, but who is the speaker? Who is the voice of the song? And that's interesting, because depending on that, the whole mood of the song can alter quite a bit. And lyrically, I find that interesting. So, Mikael, how do you feel about this song? How is it to play?
It's a bit tricky in that way that you have to the background vocals are a bit tough. So it's easy when you don't have to sing while you're playing drums, but still it's a nice challenge again. But I think it's fun to play. It's even funnier, even more fun to sing actually, because the drum parts are nothing that hard or difficult or anything. But still it's. The steady groove is hard to make or sound good, and I think it worked well on the album. So, but there are no bad songs on this album. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah, as a composer, I try to not make bad songs.
We have a really great quality control.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting that. We have said quite many times that more is more, but in this song there's less, and it makes it more difficult to perform live, because there is not a big guitar wall of distortion that you can like hide behind to. You have to really play well, and even sing well while playing. So in the earlier part there are Antto and Mikael and Atte all sing the backing vocals, and they are a really big part of the whole thing. If they suck, then the whole thing sucks.
Which we often do.
Yeah.
Yeah, practice makes perfect.
Or at least I'm not speaking for anyone else.
Yeah, it's like when you're playing this, you have to somewhat hold yourself back from doing any extra fills, or
Yeah.
the actual playing is really hard to play that simple, and then of course there's the backing vocals also, which bring some more difficulty into it.
Yeah, like the piano part, it's 3 notes, but the backing vocals, they like start in different part of that like piano thing. So yeah, it's really hard rhythmically to sing while playing.
Yeah. Again, some musical theory nerd geek stuff. There are 3 notes, but because this song goes to 4, then it's not as simple as it sounds.
Yeah.
The one changes places.
Yeah. I think I have to go to like a autopilot mode when I play, so I can sing.
Yeah. Your fingers must do the thing.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah. But we're getting better by every day.
Yeah.
or every year at least.
Yeah.
It's been a slow year.
Yeah, every time we have to move our release gig further back, we get better. So the gig will be awesome when we get to play it.
Yeah, we have a new date for the gig, so go see us when it's August.
I think September.
September, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe then we get to play this. These
Hope
things
so.
live.
Yeah.
So 1 left.
1 song left.
The first and the last. Well, when I talked about earlier that it was the first song from the new album that we rehearsed or played together. So it's a monumental song in many ways.
Yeah, it's the biggest of them all, and that's why it's good to have it last.
Yeah, it also has the nastiest fill I've ever done on an album. I had to do it again like 20-30 times or something. Got on my nerves in the studio.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
But now you're laughing about it.
Yeah.
And now you can do it every time.
No.
Yeah. Let's give it a listen.
Spending
And now we have listened to the whole album.
Yeah.
The album lasted for 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Hopefully nobody got bored or anything.
Are there still people here? Yeah, I think there are.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, it's great that you've hanged around it with us for this couple of hours, but we still have a little bit of time. So my thoughts, my own thoughts about this song. It's still it's massive, it's epic, it's huge. It starts from such a little thing and it grows into this gargantuan big fuckload of a song.
Yeah.
So it's still there are no bad songs on this album, but this is one of my favorites still.
Yeah.
There's so much going on, singing wise in the drums and everything. So yeah.
I think the melodies in this one are like the best ever. like it's crazy good. When I heard this song for the first time, the demo, it's just so epic, and I've always liked long songs because you have so much time to build the atmosphere, and because I became a fan of metal with Sonata Arctica, and they are great with those long songs. They always have one longer song on their albums, and I was really glad we had this long, huge song on this album as well. This one epic masterpiece, you know. I just really like.
Joo, moro Danko, kiitoksia. Joo.
Yeah. This song still gives me the goosebumps almost every time I listen to it, especially the ending part where it has the highest point and all the backing vocals and everything. It's just awesome.
Yeah, the backing vocals were a pain in the ass in the studio. but it was still good fun doing them, but still I remember having a bit of a trouble with them.
I think we all did.
Yeah. But the one of the backing vocals goes way higher than the lead vocal, so it was stressing to get it right. I think it went okay. At least it sounds awesome, so everything's fine. This song reminds me in some way of the drama-filled song "The Glory," which was actually maybe the first song I ever heard from the band before I joined it, and it has the same qualities of. But it's a different kind of song, but still it grows like into a really large song until you get to the end, and this is a good example of that too.
Yeah, I like building things.
Jaakko the Builder.
Yeah, Bob. Yeah, there are many occurring elements. So there are melodies that repeat in different parts in the song, but it's always a bit different, so you can listen to it multiple times before you notice, haha, this is the same melody as before. And those are the kinds of things I really enjoy as a composer, when I listen to another songs made by another people. So and I notice these kinds of things, I really enjoy them, and I feel like this hurts my brain in a good way. so I try to do it the same. And in this song especially, there's a guitar melody played by Ville, which is repeated in the song like 3 or 4 times, but you don't really notice it because everything else is different, but the melody is always the same. And I think that's cool.
And a great comment from Hanna-Kaisa. Thank you very much. We liked that you liked it, as apparently as much as we did, and hope you have a good time with your record.
After what 4 years or something that we actually made this album, it's crazy when you
It's
listen.
not that much.
Almost. Like if you think about Jaakko composing them back in 2018, so
Yeah.
it's like
and
true.
2017.
yeah, so it's a long journey. And when you listen to this album, it sounds like a journey. You know, when this song ends, you're like, like whoa.
Yeah, I went home.
Yeah, I went home, and you hear the steps.
Yeah, you hear
Yeah.
the steps, and it feels like you have come to a destination.
Yeah, you have arrived home.
But on the same time, you feel like you want to do it all over again and start from track 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least we hope you do.
We know we do.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, when you think about the album, like everything starts from Wounded Soil. Such a different song compared to this one,
Yeah.
but it all comes together. Like it's a complete package, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Everything's thought true
Yeah.
in some way, at least.
Yeah, the pieces fall into place, and the theme is compact. So there is something that binds all the songs together, which I think is a good album when there is something like that. Today we live in an age where it's all but this. The singles are important, so there is no concept albums, so many at least. It's only one song which is played over and over and over, and there becomes another song next. So I think that these kinds of bigger things with a theme, and they build the whole album, which has a cover art and everything like that. I miss these kinds of albums.
The good old days.
Good old days.
I think they're coming back in some way. Maybe not now, but everything goes in circles. And
Yeah, maybe later, yeah.
So it'll probably come back, in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bands release singles like 5 times a year now.
Yeah.
But what do you think about like having albums? At least for me, it's a big package that you remember after all the years. Like you remember from Wounded Soil. It's a like a picture of this time.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how
in
to
many ways.
explain it.
Yeah.
but-
It's
yeah.
more like a movie than
Yeah.
an episode of
Yeah.
a certain show.
Yeah,
It's a bigger package.
Yeah, like for me, this is when I hear this album, I remember all the times I had in these years. I lived in Jyväskylä. Now I don't live in Jyväskylä anymore, but like I remember all the days and all the recording sessions and like
All the fun and good times.
good memories.
Thank you, Jarmo, by the way. Nice to hear you liked it.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
for all the comments. It's really nice to have some comments.
Yeah.
Usually,
So
as
we're
a
not just talking to ourselves.
Yeah, as a musicians, we often do things on our own, in our own rooms and in the studio and stuff like that. And every time we hear comments from you, and we can actually hear other people talking about the music, not just ourselves. It's really nice.
It's good to have feedback from someone who hasn't been in the making process, except Daniel, thank you. But still, it's really nice to get some feedback in any way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, gives some validation to all the things we've done behind closed doors. And
yeah,
A lot of work.
yeah.
And often when people say, well, I haven't heard of Trauma Field, like, it's not so famous. And I've been thinking, like, we put our hearts and soul and the money to the music and not so much to the marketing and stuff like that, because we do things in our own way and with like a tiny budget and everything, and the marketing side of things is not so important compared to the music, and that's
marketing is boring.
Yeah, this is what we like to do.
Yeah,
the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have any comments about the album or this stream, do you want to see streams like this or something else in the future? Let us know.
Yeah, tell us, what was your favorite song? We'd like to hear something from you. We have now talked about every song. What do we think about them? But what do you think about them?
Yeah.
What do you like? Do you have something you don't like?
Yeah, it's okay if you don't like something. It's better to have some feedback, even if it's negative.
Yeah, honest feedback.
Yeah, I don't think you should make those, but
and if you don't like writing comments or stuff like that, at least drop a like or something. If you actually like it.
Yeah,
So,
or put a hate emote on
yeah, if you don't like it, put thumbs down or something. But yeah,
that would be really harsh, but still.
But at least YouTube don't show the dislikes anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's fucked up, actually.
Yeah.
Well, there's an add-on for that.
Yeah, I actually do have that.
Yeah, but the stream will be on the page forever or something. After we've done it here, so you can leave comments after that and so on. But
and we'll probably upload it on YouTube also after some editing.
Yeah, maybe we edit it a bit.
Yeah, well, we don't need to keep those all technical difficulties in there and so on.
Kiitos Katja,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
everyone.
for the thumbs up.
Thank you.
Yeah. Here it comes.
Thanks, Jere.
Thanks, Jere. Yeah, you're a great guy. See you in the summer, hopefully.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you, Konsta.
Thanks.
I think Esi-isille is like a special one. Like people
Yeah.
get surprised by it, and it's great. Thank you.
Yeah, it's interesting that a song that's so, in a way, so much different than all the others, but people still like it and get something from it. I like it.
Yeah.
Everybody's good. It's good to see all the thumbs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been a long one. But, this was our first stream, so it was a bit difficult, but I think we pulled it through pretty well.
Yeah. It wasn't that. I was actually expecting worse.
Yeah, an optimist.
Yeah, always.
And just want to say hi to Ville again, because Ville is not here today because he's sick, but yeah, he was a big part of the album, of course.
Yeah, he played some 6 solos.
Yeah. 6 solos and
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 gave us a lot of good document material.
Yeah. And he actually sang some crawling vocals on 5 years also.
Yeah.
Also,
Thanks, Hanna-Kaisa, for the comment.
Oh, thank you.
okay, thank you.
Nice to hear.
And Ville is not dead. He will come back.
Yeah.
You will see Ville again.
Yeah, but it's good he keeps his germs to himself.
But
still. should we wrap it up? It's been well over that which we
much longer than we
2.5
thought.
hours, yeah.
It's 2 hours tops without all the crap, but still.
If you want to hear more about the songs or behind the scenes stuff, we have studio documentaries on YouTube. You can really see the struggles in the studio and funny stuff like that. So.
Let me get it.
Oh, what do you have there? You have a cat, but what else?
No,
Is it time for the shameless self-promotion plug? Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Sell out bit. Buy the fucking album already.
Yeah, we have physical CDs. Like, who does that anymore? Like, it's pretty rare. And you know, I have to say, when you think about pricing nowadays, everything goes up, but our album prices, they're not going up. It's still 10 euros. So really good price.
Really good price for fucking awesome music. So come on, support our band and any other band for that matter. And actually, it is quite nice. It has it's almost like an LP, but without the ridiculous size and everything. So go get it.
And you have to appreciate the artwork by Sofia.
Yeah.
Really nice. Really nice.
Yeah, and you can only properly appreciate it in physical form because the lighting covers it on the stream.
Yeah, but still, the album can be bought on Bandcamp, and you can listen to it on Spotify and every other streaming service and so on.
Tidal and everything. Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, everything.
Oh, it is?
It is everywhere. Absolutely everywhere.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think that buying the physical album is the best way to support us at the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have some merch sometimes, but for now it's just a physical copy.
Yeah.
Nobody listens to CDs nowadays, but
but it's merch.
But it's merch.
Yeah, that also. But, we'll keep you posted on things occurring in the future, but we'll probably start. Maybe we'll go rehearsing next or something. I don't know, but it's really hard to get gigs right now, at least on short notice. So we'll probably start rehearsing, and we have one gig confirmed for September, but that's it for now.
Yeah.
We'll see how things fare.
Yeah, but at least one show is coming where we're gonna play the whole thing from start to beginning.
Yeah.
To finish.
Yeah.
From beginning.
From beginning to the finish. English and.
Apologies for the horrible English.
I think we actually pulled it off pretty well.
It went okay.
We don't speak English that often.
Yeah. Maybe we should.
I mostly speak Finnish.
Thank you for watching and for the support, everybody.
Yeah, thanks everyone for suffering through this with us.
I hope you had a good time, because we sure did.
We sure did.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
We'll see you
someday.
Again someday.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.